Hey puppy trades, I want to do a video analysis update of big tech and clean energy. We'll keep it quick with Google as well as Apple, the NASDAQ, Microsoft, and Nvidia. We'll talk about Tesla as well as In-Phase Energy and XPEV. We'll talk about Li Auto, NIO, and Amazon. So let's get right into it. We have Google first because it gives a great picture of what the timing for all of this might look like. It forms a wave 1 that is 5 months from the March 2020 low and puts in a wave 2 correction, then goes on a big wave 3 that is cleanly subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. It ended the wave 4 during the September sell-off, and now it's within a wave 5 higher. The length of wave 1 in time and price placed at the wave 4 low says in the next 4 or 5 months, around February, around March, we should see Google go on a wave 5 higher to 3,323. Then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. We'd be looking for Google to correct that cycle. That really lines up with a lot of what we're seeing across big tech. I think Apple's a nice opportunity because we've seen so many sisters, even just ETFs that hold lots of Apple, already break the September high. We have a wave 1 and a wave 2 from the September 2020 low, and that is the wave 1 and wave 2. So we're within a large wave 3 that will take Apple all the way to the 161.8% extension of wave 1, which is 171. So this large wave 3 in black is subdivided into 5 smaller waves. This is wave 1 of wave 3 and wave 2 of wave 3. This is wave 3 of wave 3, and wave 4 of wave 3 retest the wave 1 high. So wave 5 of wave 3 will be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. That's going to take Apple to 172, 173, and that really should happen in the next 2, 3 months, 4 months extremely conservatively. I honestly think it could happen, in the next 6, 7, 8 weeks, because we're going to go on a wave 5 higher, and we've already seen that the NASDAQ, we've seen Google, we've seen Microsoft already break the September high. I think there's a good chance that Apple gets some leadership in the short term, and it goes on a wave 5 higher. There'll be at least the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. So that's going to be wave 1 and wave 2. We're going to see Apple hold above 135 to 138 and go all the way to 171, 173. That's going to complete wave 3. We'll have a shallow wave 4 correction and then ultimately be looking for a wave 5 higher in 2022. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low says, maybe later into 2022, we can see Apple go all the way to 200 for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse. Apple's looking good. Let's talk about the NASDAQ, Microsoft, and Nvidia. They're all very similar. So we have QQQ forming a wave 1 and an ABC correction putting in a wave 2 low. It then goes on a huge wave 3 that is subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. It ended in ABC correction where the length of wave A placed at the wave B high is exactly where wave C ended. So that's the equal legs principle. That is computer algorithms being programmed to sell at the 1-to-1 extension. So wave A placed at the wave B high is where wave C ended. So the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low gives a conservative wave 5 target of 395. So that word conservative is extremely important. It's used a lot in my trading and my analysis because a lot of what I say is extremely conservative. The length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low is the conservative wave 5 target of 395. So wave 5 will either be the length of wave 1 or it will be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. So wave 5 for QQQ could be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. So I'll make this in red. If wave 5 is the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low, then the NASDAQ QQQ could go all the way on a wave 5 higher to about 416. So I think that's going to happen because as we can see right now, this wave 5 in black is subdivided into, in my opinion, a wave 1 of wave 5. So eventually, we'll be looking to buy wave 2 of wave 5 to ride waves 3, 4, and 5 of wave 5 to the upside. Here's the thing. We can already see that the 161.8% extension of this wave 1 is going to take the NASDAQ way past 395. So I think this is wave 1 of wave 5. If it's in right now or if it's still ending, we'll know soon. We'll look to buy wave 2 of wave 5 to ride waves 3, 4, and 5 of wave 5 to the upside. So a lot of traders, they're going to freak out. Oh, there's going to be a wave 2, right? Should I sell my house? The moral of the story, the bigger message is that if this is all wave 1, then the 161.8% extension of wave 1 is going to take the NASDAQ way past 395 for this wave 3 of wave 5 target. Okay, so that's kind of the bigger message, is that it looks like the NASDAQ going to 395 is extremely conservative. We'll look to buy wave 2 of wave 5 to ride waves 3, 4, and 5 of wave 5 to the upside. And I'm ultimately looking for QQQ to go as high as 416 with Microsoft, with Nvidia, with Apple. We'll talk about Microsoft right now. It's the exact same idea. So remember, wave 5 will either be the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low, or it will be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. So this is a wave 1 and a wave 2. This is clearly a wave 3. Now an ABC correction ended wave 4 at the 38.2% retracement. So wave 5 has been at least the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low. We've actually seen wave 5 go past the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low. This leads me to believe that wave 5 will actually be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. I suspect right now that Microsoft has ended a wave 1 of wave 5 from this low. This is wave 1 of wave 5. Bulls are going to look to buy wave 2 of wave 5 to ride waves 3, 4, and 5 of wave 5 to the upside. Ultimately, I don't think Microsoft is going to stop at 319. Obviously, it didn't stop at 319. That's because wave 5 being the length of wave 1 was conservative. It looks like wave 5 is going to be the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. We're going to see the NASDAQ QQQ go all the way to 416. We're also going to see Microsoft go all the way to around 345, 347 before it finally ends waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and corrects that cycle. So that's Microsoft. Nvidia is almost the exact same message. The 2-year chart is the prettiest. For Nvidia, it forms a wave 1 from the March 2020 low and puts in a wave 2 correction, and then has a huge wave 3, and this wave 3 is subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. So this is wave 3. Now we ended wave 4 at the 23.6 to 38.2% retracement. So wave 5 will be at least the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low. That means that, very conservatively, by the end of the summer of 2022, we should see Nvidia go all the way to 303. Here's the thing. It's looking like that's happening a lot quicker than I thought. If this is all a wave 5 in progress, then this is most likely a wave 1 of wave 5. We're going to look to buy a wave 2 of wave 5 to ride waves 3, 4, and 5 of wave 5 to the upside. But it's the same message as Microsoft. This whole move from this low that we formed in October is most likely just the wave 1. We'll look to buy wave 2 to ride waves 3, 4, and 5 to the upside. But ultimately, it looks like the NASDAQ is going to go to at least 416. It looks like Microsoft is going to go to at least 345 before this cycle finally ends. Nvidia will go to at least 303 by that regard. So here's Tesla. It's more of that theme of a lot of what I say is conservative. Tesla's full count is that this is a wave 1 and a wave 2, and this is a wave 3 and a wave 4 that ended at the 38.2% retracement. So Tesla's within a wave 5. There will be at least the length of wave 3 placed at the wave 4 low. So the wave 5 target has been that Tesla will reach 1,368 by March. Here's the thing. It looks like Tesla's going to go past 1,368, and it looks like it's probably going to do that before March. What's that going to mean on the larger degree? So on the larger degree, if Tesla goes past, say, 1,370, if we wake up and Tesla's in the lower 1400s, that means that this count is too conservative. That means that this is not 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means most likely this is either a 1, 2, 1, 2 Elliott wave nest, or to be a little more simple, this is all just a huge wave 1 and a wave 2 low that we put in March. If that's the case, really in either situation, we're still looking for the length of this rally placed at this low to take Tesla to at least 1,368. If Tesla goes past 1,368, then it's most likely within a wave 3. So that means 1,368 is the conservative wave 3 target. We'll have a shallow wave 4 correction, and we're gonna go on a wave 5 higher. That's at least a length of this rally again. That means that if Tesla goes past 1,370, we're gonna probably have to start talking about some of Cathie Wood's price targets for Tesla. So, if the question right now is, should a hypothetical trader, sell Tesla and cash out gains, I think it really depends on what exactly is being sold. Because if we look right now at options, then we can see that Tesla's options have been being accumulated with basically 0% implied volatility all summer. So this picture is from late July. This is from July 20th. Tesla is exploding open interest on the bar chart straddle and strangle screener at around 660, okay? So this is in March. This is in late July. This is in early August. Once again, Tesla is all over the bar chart straddle and strangle screener. Okay, and then once more in August, we see Tesla is taking up, almost every slot. So the large institutions, they were accumulating options on Tesla while implied volatility was really low, right? We can see right here, as recently as last Friday, Tesla's implied volatility was at the very bottom of its 1-year range. And now what? Tesla's implied volatility has exploded, right? Now, instead of being 0% implied volatility ranking percentile, we're at 35, we're at 23. So Tesla's options have gotten a lot more expensive. The implied volatility has certainly picked up. From a shareholding perspective, it's a little different because you're not really hurt by fluctuations in implied volatility. So there's a chance right now that if Tesla goes past 1368, we might be talking about Tesla going to 2000 later into 2022. So what I'm seeing for Tesla on the smaller degree is kind of something like this. This is a large degree wave 5, and this is wave 1 of wave 5 and wave 2 of wave 5. So wave 3 of wave 5 went past the 161.8% extension of wave 1. That's actually a really important thing because that confirms that Tesla is within an impulse. You can't call this wave A and wave B and wave C. This can only be counted as a wave 1 and a wave 2 and a huge wave 3. So that means that wave 3 is either still in progress or it will end, very soon. Then we'll have a shallow wave 4 correction and a wave 5 higher. As a shareholder, you're not really hurt by going sideways for a little bit, especially a shallow wave 4 before a wave 5 higher. And I think there is a good chance that this wave 5 is going to take Tesla past 1368. And that means there's a good chance that this count is too conservative. 1368 isn't the wave 5 target, it's the minimum wave 3 target. We'll have a shallow wave 4 correction, and we'll be going on a wave 5 higher. If wave 5 is the length of wave 1, that means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, we could see Tesla get close to 2000, later into 2022. We're going to start having to ask Cathie Wood for some of her price targets. But I think a lot of, what we have to look at Tesla as a group. And we've been looking at Tesla as a group this entire time. We started out with Tesla saying that Apple formed the exact same high on January 25th. So I have a video the day that Apple broke the January 25th high, and the title of the video was Tesla is going to follow Apple above the January 25th high. So we've always been trading Tesla as a group, and I think you still have to do that. So this is the ARK ETF. It holds about 10% Tesla, okay? It has an ABC correction from this mid February high, and it puts in a really important low on May 13th with basically every growth stock. So ARK forms a wave 1 and an ABC correction ends wave 2 between the 61.8 and the 78.6% retracement. So ARK right now, there's a lot of evidence it's going to hold above 106 and go to the wave 3 target, which is 154, before a shallow wave 4 correction and a wave 5 higher. So if I'm a Tesla bull, I'm almost more concerned with the ARK ETF setup playing out. If it holds above 106.35, it's got a pretty conservative wave 3 target of 154 before a shallow wave 4 correction, and then a wave 5 that could take ARK as high as 175, 180 into the first half of 2022, and Tesla's not going to be crashing during that time. Okay, it's not just ARK. We're going to talk about some other clean energy ETFs too, but let's just talk about clean energy right now with Enphase Energy, because Tesla's not just a growth stock, it's also a clean energy stock. And a lot of these clean energy names are exploding. Enphase Energy being the most recent example, it has this huge, 33% gap up. So Enphase Energy formed an ABC correction, and just like ARK, May 11th, May 13th, formed a wave 1 from this low. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse. It completes a wave 1. Then Enphase Energy had an ABC correction and ended wave 2 at the 61.8% retracement. So it's within a wave 3 that will conservatively take it to 240 before a shallow wave 4 correction and a wave 5 that's at least the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low. We should see Enphase Energy go all the way to 310, right? And it's very unlikely that Tesla is going to be crashing while clean energy, stocks like Enphase Energy are going dramatically higher, right? So Enphase Energy is a huge holding of the TAN ETF and the ICLN ETF. So we're gonna talk about ICLN right now. It's just like TAN. It formed a wave one and had an ABC correction and put in a wave two low, and then it broke the wave one high. So I think ICLN is within a wave three right now on the small degree that will conservatively take it to 26.43 before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five that's at least the length of wave one placed at the wave four low. That means ICLN very conservatively is gonna be going to 28.70, call it 29. It's unlikely that Tesla would be crashing, while a clean energy ETF like ICLN, goes a lot higher. We're going to talk about TAN as well. TAN holds a lot of in-phase energy. It holds a lot of First Solar. And it's got another, really clean count, and we've seen some confirmation that this count is playing out right now. TAN had an ABC correction and then formed a wave one, and an ABC correction put in a wave two between the 78.6 and the 61.8% retracement. So TAN is within a wave three as well. That's going to take it to 109 before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five higher. The point is that if I'm a Tesla bull, I'm feeling pretty safe that the clean energy ETF TAN is going to hit 109 before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five higher to 125, and that's all pretty conservative. So TAN's looking good, like ICLN, if it holds the wave two low of 75, going to 109 before a small correction and a wave five higher to 125 is very conservative. So that's TAN. Let's talk about XPEV, because XPEV, Li Auto, and NIO, I think they're also going to be a lot of really important tickers to watch for Tesla bulls. We have an ABC correction, and then we form a wave one from, you guessed it, right, the May 13th high. So let's just think about the ARK ETF, right? The ARK ETF forms a wave one and has an ABC correction from the May 11th, the May 13th low, right? In-phase energy forms a wave one and has a wave two correction between the 61.8 and the 78.6% retracement, right? So in-phase energy and XPEV, they've already broken this wave one high. So it's really highly likely that the ARK ETF is also going to break this wave one high. But anyway, just looking at XPEV is within a wave three to at least 63. Okay, that's the 161.8% extension of wave one. We had an ABC correction that ended wave two past the 50% retracement. So if XPEV is within a wave three to 63 before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five higher, the length of wave one placed at the wave four low says XPEV is ultimately going to go to 80, 82, just within this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse from the May low. And on the bigger degree, right, that's going to be a huge breakout for XPEV, because on the larger degree, this is a wave one and an ABC putting in a wave two from the IPO high, right? So this could be a huge IPO base for XPEV. And that means that it's going to explode into a long-term bullish cycle. And if this is wave one and an ABC putting in wave two, I feel like Tesla bulls pretty safely can hold until XPEV reaches 63 before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five higher in the bigger picture. So that's XPEV. Li Auto hasn't broken the wave one high yet. I think it's a pretty nice catch-up opportunity. Just like XPEV, it forms a wave one, has an ABC correction, and puts in a wave two at the 50% retracement. So it's within a wave three right now that will take it to at least 49 before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five higher. So XPEV going to 62, Li Auto going to 49. Those seem pretty safe. And I think that the clean energy rally is actually a lot younger than most people think. And that's definitely good news for Tesla bulls. Let's talk about NIO. NIO is really going to play catch up. We have an ABC correction. We form a wave one and an ABC correction putting in a wave two, right? This is identical to in-phase energy. It's identical to XPEV. We've already seen those two, right, break above this high. For NIO, I think it's just lagging right now, just lulling you to sleep. But this is a wave one and an ABC correction putting in wave two at the 78.6% retracement. So NIO is going to go on a wave three higher to the 161.8% extension, which is 70, before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five that is at least the length of wave one placed at the wave four low. We should see NIO go all the way to 85, but even in the shorter term, we should see it go to at least 70 before a shallow wave four correction and a wave five higher. All these Chinese EV names, all these solar stocks and these solar ETFs, if they're going to rally, it's unlikely that Tesla is going to be crashing during that time. I want to touch on Amazon. I think it's another big tech stock. that's really, kind of like Apple lagged a little bit, but it's formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1 from this low and put in an ABC correction to put in a wave 2. Then it formed another wave 1 and another wave 2. And yes, I think this is another wave 1 and another wave 2. So just within this cycle, if Amazon's above 3,175, I think it's going to explode into a wave 3 to the 161.8% extension, which is about 3,781 before a shallow wave 4 correction and a wave 5 higher. Ultimately, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse, I think it's going to take Amazon to challenge that 4,000 level, towards the end of the year. And I think that that's just going to be the conservative kind of wave 3 target. We'll have a shallow wave 4 correction and go on a wave 5 higher. So if this is a wave 1 and a wave 2, then the conservative wave 3 target is the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 2 low. Then wave 4 will retest the wave 1 high, and wave 5 will be at least the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low. So waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, could in the first quarter take Amazon, all the way up to 4,400.